Welcome to Tabletop Tactics with myself, Lawrence, aka the Spider, and my adversary, the Chef.
It's me.
AKA Mike.
Yeah.
Today we are throwing down with two vicious combat armies as I debut the Flesh Terrors. Yes, against a demonic adversary. Both Horde and Monster Mash at the same time. You've managed to make it work together.
I thought you were about to be really mean there and say against a demonic adversary. Chef.
Chef.
I was preparing myself to be like, oh, well, it's not very nice.
Yes. Well, I think I usually probably say something like that about myself, actually.
No, normally you say that stuff to Beard. I've edited your games recently.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
really cruel to him.
Well, you know, he sort of sets himself up for it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That and I enjoy, you know,
It's that space
feeding
elf.
on people's souls.
Yeah. It's that space elf vampire in
It's
you.
the Drakari
Yeah.
in me. Oh, it'd be cool if we had a new Drakari thing soon, wouldn't it?
But that's not today's game. Let's do those
No.
lists.
Hello, you lovely people. It's time to shed blood with my new army, the Flesh Terrors. Really, really excited to use this force today. My second outing using it, actually. So I have done an army showcase video on it, so you guys can check that out if you want to learn more about how the army came together, and go check out Fletcher's painting over on Instagram. It's his brush skills on this army. So we've got a 2,000 point list today, and it is 2,000 points on the nose. Yes. We kick off with one patrol. This patrol is led by Captain Iredon Bale, the Butcher himself. Yes, he is a Smash Captain, which is basically a firstborn captain with a jump pack. I've given him his Eviscerator, which actually counts as a Thunderhammer in this game. I've paid for a Relic upgrade to make it Master Crafted, so he's rocking damage 4. Why? Because it's badass, that's why. And he's also got a Storm Shield to try and help him stay alive a bit longer. So that's Captain Iredon Bale. We then have a Librarian Eamon Kalzat. He is a sinister foe, but we'll talk about him in a narrative game at some other point. So he's got just the 4 swords. I've not upgraded him to make him a Chief Librarian or anything like that, but being a generic firstborn Librarian, I have given him a jump pack because it's cool. You'll see that there's Primaris conversions in this force. Again, I'm doing it because these were reinforced Flesh Terrors, because the Flesh Terrors were actually pretty much decimated, and then they finally did get some Primaris reinforcements, so that's the fluff of my force here. And this Librarian is going to go for the Librarius discipline today. He'll be taking that old classic, the Null Zone. Why? Because it's really good, that's why, and I have a feeling I might need it against these horrible big demons. I'm also going to be taking Psychic Fortress because 5+ invulnerable save and an aura. Yes, please. That's Librarian Eamon Kalzat. We then have a unit of Incursors in our troops. Just bare bones as they come. I really like Incursors in Flesh Terrors because they've got 2 knives and they can actually fight a little bit, and they help me hold objectives, so yes. Then I have 2 units of Inceptors. 5-man, so this is quite nasty. The Inceptors are all armed with the Macroplasma, and yeah, look, they're a great unit. Bit of shooty. They can also fight, being Flesh Terrors. Yeah, I've not used as many Inceptors as this before, but that's mainly because I've only ever played 1 game. So we'll see how they go in this list. And then in this patrol detachment in the Elites slot, I have a unit of 10 Sanguinary Guards. Yes. Sanguinary Guard all have Incarmine Blades, bar the unit Champion. Not that there technically is one, he has an axe. We then go over to a second patrol. Why do I have a second patrol and not a battalion? Well, truth be told, I just wanted to run all of the characters. And I think with Blood Angels / Flesh Terrors in general, they are quite like a character hammer army. So you know, I wanted to run all of the characters today and show you guys what they were like. So I've got a Sanguinary Priest, Seraph Kazian. He is upgraded to be a Chief Apothecary. He has got an extra Warlord trait, Selfless Healer, because it's good and I want to try and keep my elite army alive. Does have a jump pack. As they come with a Chainsword generic, I've actually spent a CP to give him the Teeth of Terror, just because it's cool and I like the idea that he can also fight in combat. I've then got a Master of Sanctity Chaplain, Malik Azkael, the Keeper of the Dead, as I like to call him. He's got the Benediction, which is the really, really vicious Crozius. I've got Mantra of Strength on him, Canticle of Hate, Litany of Hate. You know, basically the +2 charge and the reroll hits aura. He's just a missile, absolutely brutal. Doesn't have his Death Company today, but he'll be helping out Iron Bale as and when required. We then have a single unit of Incursors, so I've got 3 units of Incursors total now. We then have another unit of Inceptors, 5-man again as well. So that brings us to 2,000 points on the nose. Now this is a very elite army. I've got a bit of shooty shoot, I can fight, but it's very small, and I am facing basically a demonic horde led by massive greater demons, and I think there's 3 of them, so this could be a problem. Let's see how it goes. It's Chef's List coming up next.
The warp rifts open, and not 1, not 2, but 3 greater demons emerge to lead their hordes into battle. The trifecta of doom! So I've got a triple patrol today, 1 Slanesh, 1 Khorne, 1 Nurgle. We don't have any Tzeentch demons, otherwise, yes, I would run them, but alas, here we are. Don't ask me why these guys are working together. They just want to destroy some stuff in reality. So we have a Khorne patrol, we have a, whichever one it is, I think it's the Wrath of Khorne, Bloodthirster, the hero hunter one with the heavy flame of breath. He's my Warlord, he has Oblivious to Pain, he's an Exalted, I'll be rolling for them before the game, and he has the Axe of Grmacht, so that essentially means he comes back to life on a 4+, which is pretty nifty with D6 wounds remaining. We have a unit of 20 Bloodletters in here, Icon Musician, I've given them the Banner of Blood, and I'm probably going to deep strike them. So this is an old school tactic, not been seen for some time, but it should still be pretty effective, that 3d6 charge from the deep strike. Also, I love the irony of using it against Blood Angels, because I'm cruel like that. We then have the Nurgle Detachment. We have a great unclean one, again Exalted. He has the Bile Blade, so he can sort of stab his guts and get +1 to cast, which is pretty cool. And then we have a unit of 30 Plague Bearers, again Icon Musician. Pretty solid unit. And then we have the bulk of the army is actually in a Slanesh patrol, so we've got 1 Keeper of Secrets, again Exalted. We've got the Shining Aegis for a 6-up shrug, 5-up shrug against mortals, hopefully keep her around a little bit longer. And then we have 2 units of 30 Demonettes, again with icons and banners in, no, icons and musicians in both. And then we have 2 units of 4 Fiends. So yeah, we've got fast, we've got armor penetrating, we've got tough, we've got 3 big monsters, minimum 3 big blobs of infantry starting on the board, stuff to countercharge. It's 2,000 points on the nose. I don't even know why we're still here. Let's just look at this mission. Today's mission is Overrun, a Strike Force mission from the Warhammer 40,000 Grand Tournament Mission Pack. 6 predetermined objective markers are placed onto the battlefield. The primary objective is Domination, a progressive mission where players score 5 victory points for each of the following conditions that they achieve at the end of each of their command phases: holding 2 or more objectives, holding 3 or more objectives, and holding more objectives than their opponent. These are cumulative, cannot be scored in the first battle round. Each player also chooses 3 secondary objectives that can score up to 15 points each. On this abandoned Imperial world, the servants of chaos stand arrayed before you. Also, the demons are here. Because the flesh terrors have arrived to deal with them on this planet. So I can't quite get the focus right. Let me try and zoom in so you guys can see these lovely models that have been done here. It's very nice. So, Mr. Spider, is this this is the first outing for these boys here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I brought this list, but also I'm not.
I don't think anyone's sorry when they see someone bring a horrible list against me.
I don't know, you've got some tools. You've definitely got the tools. It'll be an interesting matchup. So you have seen the mission. You've seen the deployment. Now, I did roll for my Exalted Gifts, as Spider can attest to.
Yeah, you seem to roll the best thing on every single one.
No, not quite. But on the Great Unclean one, I did roll a 1 and a 2, so he's toughness 8 with a 4-up shrug.
Yeah. So that translates to I don't actually know if I can kill him.
Well, I mean, he's very slow, but we'll see. On the Bloodthirster, I rolled +1 damage to all of his weapons, as well as the +2 to his charges and 6-inch heroic intervention. So not the best one, because the best one there is he can't take more than 8 damage in a phase.
Yeah, that is really good, but I like that +2.
The +2's nice. I do like it, especially with rerolls, because he's in his own patrol.
Yeah.
And then my Keeper of Secrets rolled a 4-up invulnerable save and Lightning Flare, so 6 is exploding combat. So again, missed out on things like Realm Racer for the extra movement.
But 4-up invuln.
But 4-up invuln, which is really nice.
Which is good.
So yeah, I did roll quite well. This is the advantage of rolling is sometimes you can get some really nice results. Other times you can get things like everyone within 7 inches of a Great Unclean One is -1 to their leadership. Great.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I don't need that in my life. But that is all good and well. But will it help me get the first turn? I don't know.
You're after the first turn, are you?
Well,
Sounds like you want first
I just
turn.
like the first turn with a demon army because it allows to put
spread
the
across the board and hold all of the objectives. I've seen this before. Well, I roll a 1.
Okay.
You roll a 4, so you can have first turn.
Well, I have to.
I know. Yeah.
I don't have a choice in the matter. We'll be right back for the demons turn 1.
We are in the command phase, or truth be told, the command phase has happened, and we are now at the end of the movement phase. In the command phase, Mr. Chef gained a command point. He is running an older codex. There was nothing else exciting that could happen. So that's put you on to 4 command points.
Yay!
How exciting. Spent all the command points pre-game. But the movement has happened. We have all 3 demon blobs, the 3 shades of chaos here, Nurgle, Slanesh, well, in fact, truth be told, the bloodletters are in reserve, so we do not know where they are. But we do have all 3 of those blobs raising banners on the objectives, so that should be an easy 3 points next turn. We then have the Fiends, or rather yes, they are the Fiends.
Yeah, the Fiends, yeah.
They've moved across, one unit has moved across the barricades, another unit is hanging back. Over here, we do have the Keeper of Secrets and the Bloodthirster. They have taken cover behind the barricades here. We are counting this structure in the middle, the shrine with all of the cargo containers, as just a single piece of obscuring terrain. So all of this blocks line of sight. What does that mean? That means that I cannot see. Oh no, he was there.
He was there.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Oh. We have. That means that I cannot see these 2 big greater demons, because of their wound number. However, I could see, weirdly, the Great Unclean One if he was behind it.
Yeah. Because he's a fat man.
So yeah, wow.
That seems a little bit unfair to his jabberness.
Yes, because these guys are actually a lot taller than him. Yeah. Anyway, but there we go. The plate bearers did shuffle forward slightly as well. They are also raising a banner, and the Great Unclean One is literally on top of that objective there.
It's
also.
mine now.
So there'll be a psychic phase,
yep.
But there will not be anything else.
Nope, that'll be it.
So we'll come back in the psychic phase and see what Chef does. We're in the psychic phase and we are about to unleash the powers of the warp. Are we opening with the Great Unclean One or the Keeper of Secrets?
The Great Unclean One.
Okay, very good, because that happens to be what I'm looking at. What are you going to be casting?
So he's only got 1 power. Well, I mean, he's got 2 powers, but he's only got 1 power that's in range. He's going to do Miasma of Pestilence. He's going to do that on the Plague Bearers, because he probably won't need that -1, but that helps hedge the bets against if you decide to change tact and fire a bunch of blast plasma at them.
Don't they get a -1 already with Cloud of Fires?
They do, in which case I'll do it on myself. Thank you. I forgot about that. It's been ages since I've used Blade Bearers.
I mean, you could, because you don't get stacking modifiers anymore.
No, you don't anymore. I mean, there's no way of you getting a +1 to hit. If there was, then maybe
there is actually, if I had Descent of Angels.
Sure, in which case
I can't use that.
I'll do it on myself. Then.
Yes, that makes much more
sense.
sense.
Thank you, kind sir. I am going to use the Bile Blade as well, because I'll take a mortal wound, but I can shrug it to get the +1 to cast.
Cool, so you've effectively rolled then a double 6, which means that I cannot deny it, so off it goes.
Do I take that wound?
Do you take the wounds?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Fine.
Okay.
So I'm down to 17 wounds remaining.
Oh, well, that's nice. Thank you for wounding yourself. I need every little bit of help I can get here. Right, next.
We're going to do Hysterical Frenzy, not Hysterical Frenzy, that's fighting twice. We're going to do Delightful Agonies from the Keeper of Secrets, and we're going to do that on to this unit of Fiends up the front here, to give them a 6-up shrug.
Okay.
That goes off on a 9.
Okay, I'm not in denial range. My Librarian, Aemon Kalzat, is not in range. Was in denial range of the Great Unclean One, however, I cannot deny a roll of a 12, an effective roll of a 12. So, does that conclude your psychic phase?
Yes, and it concludes my turn.
Okay, so we've had 3 banners raised. The demons are effectively preparing their vile attack in the following turn. They do, of course, have all of those blood letters in reserve as well, which is going to be hideous. Oh dear, what am I going to do? Well, I'm not sure yet. I'll try and work it out. It's my turn coming up next.
You join us in the command phase.
I do.
I'm talking to these guys.
New codex.
Not you.
I get a command phase. Isn't that good? Right, so I've got a few things to do actually. First of all, Iron Bale will put rerolls to hit with his Chapter Master ability, because I've paid for that on the Inceptor unit here. I will use my Chalice ability from the Sanguinary Priest and put reroll hits. Sorry, put Assault Doctrine on the Sanguinary Guard, because that's the thing that I can do, even though I'm in Devastated Doctrine currently. I'm actually going to roll for my Litanies on the Chaplain. I'm going to do the Litany of Hate, which is the reroll hits aura.
Sure.
Goes off on a 2, that goes off. And I'm going to do Mantra of Strength as well.
Sure.
He can do 2 because he is a master dude guy. Another 2, your Master of Sanctity, exactly, yeah. So that makes him super buff in combat.
He's a buff boy.
That is him done.
Yep.
I believe that's all of my command phase things done. Yep, Librarian, nothing there.
And you got the CP.
I got CP, yeah. So I start on a grand total of 7. Lucky for some.
Yeah. It's the blessed number, as I've been told numerous times.
It's Nurgle's favourite number.
Yeah.
And right now, he's looking pretty good, because I don't know if I can actually do much to him. But we'll see. I might get lucky.
We'll have to find out. We'll be back when your movement phase is complete. Plasma death. Like, so much plasma death. Backed up by the Sanguinary Guard behind. We are also playing a little bit defensively here, because if you don't, it's going to be a problem.
It's a funny one, because I've played, this is the second game I've played with the Flesh Terrors, and in both instances I've played armies which are actually better than me in combat, which is an unusual thing as a Blood Angel, because you're usually expecting to be the best ones in combat, but actually it's a tough one. So I have to be a bit cagey. Because with various shenanigans you can make me fight last, etc. So it becomes really, really difficult. Let's just see what my shooting can do. But I will have a little bit of psychic. Yeah, that's exciting.
You do have some psychic. So just before that, we have moved in such a way as to limit where my secondary incursion can come from. It's basically going to have to come over here if I want to bring them down turn 2. Fine, that's okay, I can kind of wear that. We have moved in such a way as to protect the Inceptors as much as possible from charges by utilising terrain. We did try and use these Incursors to block off the charge, but we rolled a 1 for their advance. CP re-rolled it, rolled another 1.
Yeah, which is actually a huge blow.
Yeah.
Huge blow, because I really needed them to be out there, and then that would have really put my defences up against your moving and so forth.
And there was no way for them to sort of string along a little bit further to try and block that?
No, not where they were behind here.
Okay.
That would be cheating. They would have had to have moved 9 inches.
Right, so you needed ideally like a 3 or a 4.
I just needed a 3 plus. Yeah. Would have been perfect, but no. So yeah, command point down, and not on a very exciting thing either, which is a shame, but hopefully I'll have some to show you some cool stuff, because we don't usually have the Blood Angels on the channel very often. If if I have a good shooting phase, I'll last a turn longer.
But before we get to the shooting phase, we're going to cast a cheeky little psychic power. The Psychic Fortress.
Yes, Librarian Eamon Kalzat skeins the warp. So this will give, it's a 6-inch aura, 5+ invulnerable, which is, I think, is pretty awesome. I rolled an 8.
Okay, so,
so that would go off, it's a 6+, but you can deny.
I can try and deny. I've only got my Great and Clean when in range. He can't stab himself in the guts for the +1. Fine. Yeah, just enjoy your 5-up invul.
Thanks.
You join us in the shooting phase, and we will begin the shooting phase with a rewind.
Yes, I'm cheating. I'm moving back.
So Lawrence hasn't used Incursors before. He thought they were Assault 2, which would be really cool, but alas, they're not. But he was in range anyway to double tap without needing to move forward, so we're just going to do that because he was already in range of the objective. No need to move forward.
Yeah.
Double tap away.
I'll just shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So into the Demonettes down here.
No rerolls, no minuses. I'd ignore that anyway because of my
various
cool
rules.
1, 2. Your toughness
3.
3, so that's 3 wounds. I'd say that's looking a bit dodge, so I'll just re-roll that.
A little bit dodge.
It's another wound.
It was meant to be. Okay.
4 wounds.
4 wounds. That is 3 dead Demonettes.
Yay!
This unit of Inceptors here, firing into these fiends here. Overcharging.
Yay!
You must.
Yeah, I have to really.
Makes a big difference.
You've got a lot of wounds.
Yeah.
Right, so I've got to do these one at a time. 2d3 shots. Wow. Cool. 4 shots. This is Inceptor number 1, sir.
Yes.
That's 3 hits, and I can re-roll. That's
A
3
miss,
hits.
but not dead. So I presume we're just going to work our way along this way.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. I'll
just
put
for the purposes
a
of
3 over there, so I know I've got 3 shots so far. 2d3 shots. 4. All
Nice.
4 hits. I'll just put a little 4 over here.
Okay.
This is a fun game, isn't it? 2d3 shots. 4. Consistent.
Yep. That's the average.
And that's another
not.
4. No, that's not.
I mean, the average would be 3 hits. So obviously the reason why we've got to do it like this, guys, is because we're overcharging and each one could individually kill one.
We need to know who might have died.
Exactly. Because it could make a difference for a coherency. Not often that
Another
comes
4.
up. But,
So I've got 1 more.
1 more. I mean, it's very good so far.
It's a decent amount of shots.
I mean, it's
another 4.
Well, you are on the average of the number of
Yeah,
shots.
I'm actually on the average. It's not that lucky. It's just...
Well, you're on the
looks
average of
better
the number
than
of
it
shots, but your hitting is well above average.
My hitting's above average. You're absolutely right.
That is a very nice spread. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4,
There's another
yeah,
4. Yeah,
another
16. So 19 shots in total.
8,
no
12.
one dying, and now it's 2s to wound.
All right, so I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me just get the other dice. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and the magical 19.
Oh!
Right, I'm going to roll this side.
Okay.
Just because it's a little easier.
It's getting messy over there.
Yes.
It's 2s to wound.
Right.
Do you have a lieutenant?
No.
You don't have a lieutenant?
No. Right, 2s to
pretty
wounds.
good.
Yes, that's 18 wounds.
Wow. Okay.
Do you want me to re-roll these things? We haven't established our cock die.
Okay. I try and re-roll everything that is not perfectly flat on the table, which
I'll
I know
do the
infuriates
same.
people, but you don't have to if that's...
I'll do this. I always take the lead from my opponent. I'll
Right.
just go by what they say.
Okay. It's
win.
18, right? Okay,
It's
very
18,
good.
yeah.
So I've got 9 in my hand here. I've not done any warp surges this turn, guys. You've got to declare that at the start of the shooting phase anyway. But let's see what happens. So the first batch of 9. So I do save 5 there.
Well done.
That's pretty good. And now the second batch. Yeah. Okay, it's another 5. Wow, so 8 go through. We're both rolling very well, it seems. But they're 2 damage a pop, right?
They're 2 damage apart.
So, okay.
So you've rolled how many dice so far?
So that is, so I failed 8 saves, so it's a total of 16 damage, effectively. I'm going to do I'll have to do these in batches of 4 because...
Yeah, it's a weird interaction.
Because of the way that wounds carry over and stuff. Okay, so that's the first, so that was from two shots, basically.
Yes.
So there's 6 more to do. So now he will absorb an extra one, which is nice. Cool. So 1 is dead.
Yes.
We now have 5 more to do. So batches of 2 again. Another 1 is dead.
Cool.
Another 2 here.
Okay, so he's got one more to save, but he dead. So 3 are slain, 1 is on 4 wounds remaining, at full health, but still a savage fusillade. Fusillade? Fusillade.
Plasmalade?
Oh.
It's like marmalade, but with plasma. That's it. Just a bit of butter. Very nice.
We come now to the chapter mastered Inceptor Squad. And they're going to fire into Big Daddy Jabba.
They are, yeah. They were in a position to attack the Plague Bearers, but with your -1 to hit and the horrific risk of killing myself.
Because of those max shots.
Yeah, so because what I would do is I wouldn't re-roll the misses. I'd only re-roll the ones, which means that my Chapter Master re-roll's basically been forced into redundancy.
Sure.
Unless I just didn't overcharge, then I'm wounding you on 3s.
Yeah.
But you've got 5-up shrugs. You're not threatening me next turn, and I still don't kill the unit anyway. You'll still be holding the objective. I'm going to try and kill the Great and Clean.
Sure. Well, remember, he's got the -1 as well.
He does have the -1. Oh, yes, that's a good point. He does have the -1. Ooh. Ooh, yes, because you did get that off. And you're T8 on him, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, because otherwise I'd just not
Shooting
overcharge.
normally, yeah. Do you want to have a little think?
Well, the good news is they can only fire at him or them. So I'm sort of forced to do something.
It's almost like I had a master plan this time.
What I'm going to do is... Well, I think I do need to have a think. Oof.
All right.
It's just whether I overcharge or not, basically.
Sure.
And if I don't overcharge, then I'm better off just firing at the Plague Bearers.
Okay, we'll let you have a little think. Spider has changed his mind, hence why he has a fistful of dice.
Yeah. I've calculated that these little blood drops here are best firing maximum shots, 30 shots into the Plague Bearers. I'm not going to overcharge to get around to the fact that I'd probably kill myself.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm going to roll over here where there's a bit more space. Huzzah! Okay, this would be deemed as a cocked die, so I'll just re-roll that. Are these okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
Right, so now my re-rolls to hit. This had the Chapter Master on.
Indeed.
So I've got to re-roll the 3s as well.
Yes, because I had more than 20 in the unit at the start of the phase.
Cloud of flies.
Yes.
Okay.
Incidentally, you didn't kill yourself anyway. Not
No.
a single one.
How extraordinary.
You hear that? Do you hear that? That is the sound of a beard on the wind crying that not a single one was rolled on essentially 45 dice rolls.
Yeah. But I'm not overcharged, so you don't have to worry about that.
True, but still, you know, it's always the way, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I didn't roll greats to wound. In fact, I rolled. I failed with half. So 3, 6, 9, 10 wounds.
10 wounds.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in my hand. Okay. Here we go. Right. Well, I only passed 2 in buns.
Cool.
You're not overcharged, so old school, disgustingly resilient.
Yes.
Doesn't save a single one. 8 have been zapped.
So weirdly kind of averaged out just because you were unlucky.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Maths is weird.
Isn't it?
The final unit of Inceptors in the middle here. One of them is going to be a sniper. Try and get rid of this fiend here. And then the remaining 4 are going to fire into Big Daddy Jabba. And they're all overcharging.
They are. So the one on your fiends there, that is 3 shots.
Okay.
On the fiends, that is 3 hits.
Yes, very nice.
On the fiends, that is your toughness 4.
Toughness 4, yeah.
3 wounds.
Okay, so looking for invulnerable saves here. That is cocked because the angle it was meant to be.
Very nice.
Do I shrug any? I do not.
Still
I
alive
have
on
2
2
wounds remaining.
Okay.
Fine.
The 2d3 shots. Oh, that's very useful. 1 to hit, 1 to miss. I won't bother re-rolling it.
You can't because they're not Chapter Master.
They're not Chapter Master, exactly, yes. So I'll just put 1 over here. The next one, 3. That's 4 this time.
That 3 is cocked there.
Okay. All miss. I won't bother re-rolling. And then the next one, 3 shots, 3 hits.
Okay.
And I've got 1 last one. 2d3. That's cocked. 3.
Okay.
3 hits. Okay.
Marked for death.
3, 6, 7.
7.
7.
My
yes.
blessed number.
I'm just making sure I've not rolled too many. I hate doing things
No,
one at a time.
you've not.
I've
You've not.
done
Because
it
one of
right,
them missed
haven't I?
entirely and
Correct.
one of them
Yeah,
shot
so
at
I've
the
only
fiend.
got 3 shots here. Yeah,
Yes.
3 dice pools there. Okay, good. Right, 3, 6, 7 shots.
But no one dead, so that's good. We're looking for force to wound.
Force to wound.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Is that 6?
6. Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're looking for 5 up in vulnerability.
Burning plasma.
I fail 4 of them.
Oh, that's about
So
average.
damage 2. So we've got old school disgustingly resilient, but because I am extremely jammy with my exalted rolls.
You're revoltingly resilient.
Yes, this is on a 4. So okay, I still take 6 wounds. I am down to 11 remaining.
Well, that went better than I thought.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And that is the end of the turn. Well, end of the shooting phase.
That's it.
and
That's my turn.
That's the turn. That's the turn. A mixed bag there. Probably should have killed this unit here, but offset by doing 6 wounds on the Great and Clear one. It's pretty cheeky.
It's a start.
It's a start. It's a slow, fat start.
Yeah.
So we do have some morale checks to do. Now, I did lose 8 of these guys here. They cannot fail. Oh no, well they can fail, but I'm leadership 10.
Yeah.
So they absolutely can fail.
Yeah.
But obviously we're going to look for a 1. This one is a bit more important. It doesn't matter which one I removed. I was not going to be within range of my Keeper of Secrets, so I just need to see if I pass that morale. I'm not going to spend the CP though, because I've only got 4 in my pool, such as the downside of starting with 3, because I'm a maniac. So the Fiend runs away. Very good.
Okay.
The Plague Bearers. The reality blinks. Very good. I bring back 2.
Yeah, well, you know, it could have been worse.
Well, I mean, the Fiend is out of the way, which is useful because that is actually a fairly significant tire-upper that could go and get stuff.
Yep.
Although with only 2 wounds remaining, I'd be very surprised if they survived combat against Marines, just because from the sheer amount of attacks that you'd get.
But it's just because they were so close, you just shut down a unit.
Yeah.
Or forced me to blow an Overwatch early or whatever. So it's just sort of becomes a...
But
But they're gone.
They're gone, so it doesn't matter.
Back home to play in the fields of Slanesh with all of those other lovely people.
cavorting, all lovely and happy. So we will remove the Fiend, we will re-add the 2 Plague Bearers, and then we will return with the Demons' turn 2.
It's turn 1, end of the movement phase for the Chaos Demons. And when I say turn 1, I do mean, of course, turn 2. However, we've also had the command phase happen too. And here they are. The blood letters are ready to let rip with a mighty charge. So command phase wise, he gained a command point, didn't you, Chef?
I did, that was it.
That's it?
Oh,
yay! Okay. Now into the movement phase, a couple of interesting things did happen. He rolled a 1 on the advanced roll for the Keeper of Secrets. He then re-rolled it using a command point and rolled a 1. Which is exactly what I did with my incursors in my turn 1.
Yeah, but you know, that's a bit more impactful.
Huzzah!
But you know, that's
Yes. So she's a little further away than he would like. However, the Great Unclean One has started to stomp his way towards the Incursor line, with backed up by Fiends and the Bloodthirster taking to the skies, jumping over the central fortification there.
Indeed.
Plague Bearers have also shambled forward. Demonettes have also moved forward. They are still within 3 though, with the rear models of that central objective in your deployment zone.
Yep.
Great.
Same as this one here.
Likewise, they've moved forward. Now, you did pick up in your command phase 3 points for Raise the Banners High.
Yep.
And you picked up 15 points.
10 points.
Sorry, 10 points for the primary, because this is a hold 2, hold 3, and hold more. So you're not holding more than me, not currently.
because you were on 3 as well.
But yes, he's picked up 10 primary points there, plus 3 for his first secondary. What were your other 2 secondaries?
Engage on all fronts and assassinate. So assassinate's probably not going to happen this turn. No. But engage on all fronts, unless something horribly goes wrong, I've got a unit in that quarter there. They are 6 inches away. I've checked. Unit there, and I'm going to have a unit here by the time I've done with charges. I may have a unit there if they decide to go that way, but I mean... I've got to make that charge first.
We shall see, we shall see. Okay, well look, that's the movement phase. It's always a really important one for the Chaos Demons. He will have a psychic phase. I will have some denial possibilities.
Yes.
Unless you roll something like an 11 like you did last time. Let's see what happens. Psychic coming up next. We're in the psychic phase and we are going to be opening with whom?
We will start with the Keeper of Secrets.
Keeper of
She's
Secrets.
going to cast a Smite.
Okay, opens with a smite. We'll be going in on the Incursors.
That is an 8.
That's an 8. Okay, yep, you can have that.
Okay, very good.
So I can only deny once.
That is
one mortal wound. Huzzah! One of my Incursors has been smitten.
We're then going to do Delightful Agonies upon the Fiends.
Okay.
That I don't believe goes
So
off.
6, I believe, but could be wrong.
No, it's won't charge. Yes, so this is where it's really weird because this is the Demon Delightful Agonies, which goes off on a 5 but gives you a 6-up shrug. And then there's the Chaos Space Marine Delightful Agonies, which goes off on a 6 but gives you a 5-up shrug. So it does go off, incidentally.
Okay, you can have that.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
We will come over to my boy over here. He's going to cast the Shriveling Pox upon this unit here.
Could you run me through what that does? Sorry.
It's -1 toughness, and that's not just Nurgles, that's just a general -1 toughness, so it will benefit my Fiends and things like that. So it will mean that the Fiends will be wounding you on freeze, because they'll be strength 4 against toughness 3.
And so you specify the unit and they lose -1 toughness.
Yeah, so Shriveling Pox, it's Warp Charge 6. If manifested, select an enemy unit that is within 18 inches of the Psyker Invisible. Until the start of your next Psychic phase, you subtract 1 from the target unit's toughness.
Okay. Double 6.
Fine!
He likes to hurt himself, that one. doesn't he?
Yeah, okay, so it goes off.
Yes, it does, yeah.
He takes...
3 mortal wounds.
Right.
Poor guy.
That is cocked with the way that we've been playing it. Okay, so I do shrug 2 of them, but I do take a wound. Fine.
Okay.
Less than ideal, but fine.
Well, I can't deny it, because there you go.
No, you can't. And I figured you would be saving your deny for miasma.
Yes,
Which is
that was the plan.
Which is what he's going to do now.
Yes.
It goes off on a 7.
Librarian Aemon Kulzut.
The blessed number.
5, 6, 7. I failed to deny.
5's cocked.
You want, okay, all right. I don't think I can do it anyway.
You could have
there
done
we
on
go.
a 6.
Oh yes, that's a
was
good
the point.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Right. Well, I failed to deny. Missed the Great Unclean One. Is very, very smelly and is a -1 to hit.
He doesn't do anything funky on like casting, does he? No, he does something when he charges. He does a mortal wound when he charges, which is fun, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be like sat on by him.
No, no, that would be look a real bad day.
That's a problem for everyone involved, apart from him. But we do actually have a shooting phase.
Yes. Okay, we are going to go right into a shooting phase because it is literally just the one thing. So Bloodthirster is firing his whip.
Yes, the blood flail.
Where?
Into this unit of Inceptors there.
Into the unit of Inceptors down there.
Yes.
No worries.
And we're going to breathe flamey goodness on this unit of Incursors there.
Got it. Okay. I will put Transhuman Physiology on my Inceptors since it only costs 1 CP because they're only a 5-man unit.
Yeah, so I'll go from freeze to wound at strength 8 to force.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
It's just something to try and make me feel better.
Well, it is flat free damage and -3. So
I'm trying to make myself feel better.
I understand. Well, what we'll do is we'll start with the Hellfire.
Okay.
The 6.
Okay.
Burning goodness. Oh no! Here we go. It's the freeze to wound, strength 5. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at -1.
5 at -1, you say?
5 at -1, I say, and 5 at -1.
I'll roll some saves just to see what happens. I managed to roll all 1s and 2s, although I don't want to call it cocked, so you just tell me.
Which one? That 2? Yeah, it's cocked. And the 1 is cocked. Yeah.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to put a dice flat on it, is the way I look at it.
Okay, so 3 wounds go through. 1 had already lost a wound through a mortal wound, so 2 are slain. Okay, what next?
The blood flail.
The blood flail.
It's a hit.
Okay.
It is a wound on a 6.
Okay, so Transhuman did nothing. But can I do something cool?
Yay!
Hey! I'm back!
That's my shooting phase.
I'm back! Folks, we're in the charge phase, and the ravenous horde of bloodletters let out a blood-curdling cry. The banner of blood has been raised. That means that they charge 3d6 inches.
Yes.
They are declaring a charge against the Incursors.
Yes.
I am not overwatching.
Damn it.
Yes, that's just not happening.
No, I respect that. So I will need to go through the terrain realistically. So I'm looking for a 10 here because of my own horn, which gives me a +1.
Sure.
But 3d6 I can reroll because of the Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirst.
The Wrath of Khorne.
it's
5,
a 10.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got what he needs. In they go. It's Bloodthirster time. He is declaring a charge against the Inceptors just in front of that wall. I have opted to do an Overwatch here. So I am going to overcharge, in fact. So I'm going to do this one at a time because, you know, I have to. 2d3 shots. 4. Okay. Nice and average. 6s is what I want. We have a hit, and that is it.
Okay. 1 hit.
1 hit. Great. So you're doing that.
I'm
That's very
counting.
nice. 2d3 shots. That's 5.
Okay. We're starting to actually do more than 4.
Yes. True. We have another hit. We have to re-roll. Chapter Master, or Captain. It's another hit.
2
okay.
hits.
2d3 shots. It's 4. We're back to tradition.
Okay.
No hits.
Okay.
All right. 2d3 shots. It's 3.
Okay. They're getting scared now.
Re-rolling. Re-rolling. Oh, I've killed
Oh,
myself. I will remove the nearest model. And I believe that's...
I think there's one
more. Right. 2d3 shots. 4. Re-rolling.
Oh,
knew it.
Lawrence.
Classic. Well, the good news is it will increase your charge because I have to remove 2 models.
Right.
But how many hits did I get?
2.
2.
It does not seem like a fair trade for 2 Inceptors.
Oh, well, you know,
It's 1 wound.
that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so
2
1 goes through. 6 up shrugs because of my oblivious to pain. No, I apparently am not oblivious to pain.
Okay. Well, I'll remove the closest 2. We'll check what the new range is, and we'll be back. So we've measured up, and it will now be a 10-inch charge. He gets +2. We're including that, but it's 2 inches to go down the crater thing.
I've got to walk over it.
Basically, a 10-inch charge to the remaining Inceptors, which are hard against that wall. Good luck, sir. Good luck. Yes. Okay.
Hang
or
on,
is-
let's... No, that's
No, not
cocked.
okay. Okay, it's a cock die.
Okay, so
It's
I've
a
got to
9.
re-roll it.
Okay, he's got to re-roll.
Oh, well,
Oh, it's a definite fail.
Oh,
Okay.
no!
Wow.
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Okay, well, that's...
Not the end of the world, because I did
really.
kill myself, so...
I mean, actually, it is a fair trade because now they're not all going to die.
That is true. I mean, I might actually get to shoot with a unit
maybe.
next time.
Okay, well, I mean, we can move straight on, which will be the Fiends into those Incursors.
Yes.
They can do this. They did advance, but they're within 6 inches.
Yes, of the...
That's
and
fine.
they get a 6. Okay, we'll be back. It's now time for the great unclean one to declare a charge. What is he doing?
Just the Incursors.
Just the Incursors. Okay, so it's
it's
a
gonna
-2
be-
because of crater.
It would be like an 11-inch charge to get to those guys.
Yep.
So I'm just going to do the Incursors.
Okay.
Damn
We've
it!
only declared both.
Damn it! Okay, fine.
We're kicking off the fight phase with the blood letters. Hellblades raised, ready to swing. It's a lot of attacks.
Choppy, choppy. 27 attacks with those that are in range, plus unstoppable ferocity and all that. And I am strength 5.
Lovely.
And hitting on 2s because there's 20 in the unit.
It seems befitting. You are cool.
Still 1, 2, 3, 4 ones there. A respectable number of ones.
And then 3s.
3s to wound. Damn it. Every time.
Losing dice.
Yeah. And before anyone says, we've already looked at getting a lip onto the table, we just don't have the time yet.
Yes.
Patience, young Padwans. Right, so we're looking for freeze to wound, but 62 damage. Ooh, okay.
Well, I'll just do those 6s
There's
first,
1, 2,
because there's
3,
5.
4. No.
4.
Okay, so 4 6s at damage 2.
Okay, I'll just roll those quick now, because that would just be outright kills. I do save 1, so
Okay.
3 are dead.
So then it's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
Minus 3.
I've got 4 dice, so I'll just do these 3 times. There's another one dead, and the unit is wiped.
Huzzah!
It's time for the Fiends of Slanesh into the Incursors.
Yes,
Lots of attacks.
indeed.
Here we go.
I forgot to do the crushing bulk of him from as he
Do it
wades
now.
into combat. No,
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
He was just surprised to get a 12 on the chart.
I guess so. He tripped over himself there.
Right, so we've got 16 attacks. I'm just using all of their claws.
Yep.
Here we go. Okay, that's pretty... Oh no, that's fine. You are going to be cocked. Okay, no, that's better than I thought on initial impression. Right. So thanks to the Shriveling Pox, you are toughness 3. So I'm looking for freeze to wound. Right, you're cocked. Cool. So those are at -4, and they're 2 damage
dead.
pop. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at -1.
6 at -1, sure. So 4, 5, 6. -1, yeah?
-1.
That kills another, and 1 is still alive on 1 wound.
Damage 2.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise the damage 2. Then
Yeah.
they are dead.
They are dead.
Huzzah! We now have the end of the fight phase, and of course the Great Unclean One has consolidated into both the Plasma Inceptor units, and the Fiends have consolidated into that Plasma Inceptor unit, which, as predicted, means I cannot shoot next turn. But I do get to hit him back with no bonuses whatsoever, because I've been consolidated into.
Yes.
So we have 5 Inceptors. We're just going to roll those attacks into the Great Unclean One. And we are re-rolling because we did get our Litany off.
He did get miasma off as well. So.
I'll re-roll those 2.
Nearly a full house though.
And then we're wounding you on 6s.
Yep.
Because no bonuses. We do get 2 wounds through there.
Fair one. And I do save it thanks to my 4 at Revoltingly Resilient.
Cool. I'm just going to go over to the next unit, which will do the exact same thing.
Sure.
Because they've got 2 units of 5 there. These guys are also re-rolling.
Have you been rolling for the champion as well? Or the sergeant, rather?
Yep. Yeah, I've included that. Okay, loads of hits. Despite the -1. 1 wound.
Pass the save on a 6.
And then we've got the 3 against
the Fiends.
The Fiends after I consolidate in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks. Okay. No minuses to hit
No
these.
minuses to hit here, no.
Still got the re-rolls.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
They will be 4 to wounds, toughness 4.
That is 4 wounds.
Okay, 4 wounds. Wow, okay, and then the 6 up, no, so one of them takes a wound.
Okay, one of them takes a wound. Right, that is the combat phase done.
Yes.
That is the end of the turn. No other admin to... No, nothing else to state. Morale... Oh no.
They lost 2. Leadership 8, they can't fail.
They can't fail, yes. Okay, so no morale for me to take. But as we go into my next turn, I'm only holding the 2 objectives. So we'll cover that in my command phase. That's coming up next.
Turn 2 for the Flesh Terrors. The command phase is underway.
Yes, this should be relatively simple. I'm going to put rerolls to hit on them from the Chapter Master.
Yes.
Then I'm going to roll to see reroll hits.
Sure.
And a little aura.
Yes.
That goes off. Then I'm going to use... Shouldn't need the +2. Yeah, I'll put Mantra of Strength on Malik as Kale. That goes off as well.
Very nice.
Mr. Seraph Kazian, the Sanguinary Priest, will put these into the Assault Doctrine. And I believe that is all of the command phase thing, because I will do healing and bringing people back in the movement phase.
Yeah, Librarian doesn't do anything in command phase. You've obviously gained your CP.
Yep. That's it.
Very nice. We'll be back with your movement. You look very worried.
I'm trying to make this an interesting game for the next turn.
Right.
That is very, very difficult to do in this situation, but I have tried my best.
Okay, very good. So, what the following has happened. We have remained in combat with the Fiends here. We have brought one back thanks to your Sanguinary Priest. We've just shuffled around here with Chaplain and the Chapter Master. Over there, we've fallen back with one of the units of Inceptors, and one of the other ones has used on Wings of Fire, so they will be coming back down next turn, but they are safe from any reprisal this turn. Round here, you can see that the Sanguinary Guard have come round, looking to engage the Thirster of Blood, which is very apropos given, you know, their history with Bloodthirsters and the Blood Angels.
Yep.
And
we
then,
don't like them.
No, you do not. And then over here, the Incursors have moved out in order to engage with the Bloodletters. So, Lots of things could happen. Oh, and we've also got the Librarian in the center here as well. So lots of things could happen here. Lots of things could go very, very right. Lots of things could go very, very wrong. It's we're going to have to see, basically.
Well, I've got one. So to explain why it's very difficult is because based on interrupts or being Slanesh, making me fight last, whatever, whatever I strike with first, I sort of then sacrifice pieces after the fact. Unless I get lucky or Chef gets unlucky. So you're sort of left in this position where I can maybe kill one thing, but then I lose everything. And you can't really do much in that situation. However, I do have a little trick which, if it pulls off, will mean that I can kill a few things. And maybe set myself up to have another turn.
Well, we'll have to find out. First we have Psychic Phase. And then,
it's a long game, this one. I've got to play the long game.
All right, well, let's find out if the Psychic Phase can kick off said long game. So we will begin with a smite into the Fiends.
Amon Kalzat. He casts a smite on a 7, sir.
I will deny you then with
you
my Keeper
might
Secrets.
want to re-roll that too, because it would be... It's a 6, sir.
Okay, do I deny you? Well, we've got
yes.
a 6. Oh, it was cast on a 6, was it?
Well, I re-rolled the 2 because they look dodgy.
Right, well, I mean, for
So
reference...
yes, you've denied.
I denied you.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm now going to cast Null Zone.
Okay. Ooh!
Now that's the kind of luck I needed.
That's big. That's big.
Just to let you know, your Great Unclean One, the Fiends and the Bloodthirster are within 6 inches.
Yes, I presume that's why you moved him there. That could be very big. Do I deny it? Ooh!
Close. Close.
Very close.
But Amon Kalzat appears to have the superior will.
Given that, I am going to spend a CP. So I was, so I'd anticipated the Null Zone, but given that means that Warp Surge is basically going to be useless for me this turn, so I may as well attempt to do it and get invuns on everything else. So we'll use the CP reroll. No. Null Zone.
Be a problem.
Very nice. We'll kick off the shooting phase then with the Incursors, firing everything into these bloodletters, one of which is going to throw a frag grenade, so it's just 6 shots.
Let's do that first. Frag grenade! Grenade! That's 3 hits.
Okay.
2 minuses, nothing like that this time.
Force to wound, no?
2 wounds, yes.
Okay, so 2 5-up invuns. Double 6, marked for life.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8.
They're not in range of the invun, are they?
No.
Okay.
No.
So,
No,
it's only 6, right.
Yeah, so 4 hits there, and 2 wounds.
2 wounds, 2 saves again. 1 is saved, 1 is slain.
Okay.
The Sanguinary Guard now unleash their Angelus bolt guns into the bloodletters.
Oh yeah.
Hitting on 2s because they are within 6 inches of the Warlord.
Rerolling 1s with Adam Bale.
Ah, yes, very
All
nice.
hits.
Freeze to wound now.
Very nice.
I'll start gathering some dice because I feel I may need them.
Oh, Chaplain down. Rolled. Not great. 3, 6, 9, 12.
12? Okay, well I have 6 in my hand, so I'll just do this twice. That is 3 dead, plus another. Oof, there you go, 6, 9, gun down.
Good.
Iodine Bale throws a crack grenade into the Great Unclean One. Big Papa Jabba. That's a hit on a 6.
It's a wound.
He's a wound. Okay.
That's cool.
I see. He doesn't get
no
any save at all.
All right, so 1 revoltingly resilient.
Is failed regardless.
And I do the 3 damage, you know.
Okay, so the other 2 then. I do pass on 1, but that is enough to bracket him, which is pretty crucial because 1, it takes him down to 4 attacks, but also importantly, strength 7 rather than strength 8.
It helps.
Every little helps right now. Do you know what you're doing next?
I do. So Melik has Kale. He's also going to do a crack grenade.
Very good.
He does hits.
Yes, he does. No, he doesn't.
Oh, your miasma. Sorry,
miasma is off. Yes.
In which case, that's it.
That's it.
That's
yeah,
it,
because
done,
his litany
yeah.
of
No
hate
rerolls.
is for
It's for melee only.
combat. Okay, very good. But he is bracketed.
He is.
Very nice indeed. Librarian time. Another
He
crack
is.
into Big Papa Jabba.
It's a miss.
It is a miss because of
Fine,
miasma. They are only BS free, unfortunately.
Yes, I believe so.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Now my favourite phase. Well, second favourite. Favourite is fight phase.
Well, you've got to get the charge phase out of the way to get there.
I know, so I've got to do my charge phase first.
All right, we'll be
It's
right back.
my second favourite phase.
Makes a lot of sense, actually. The Sanguinary Guard will lead the charge, because of course they would.
Right, here it is. Let's do this. Right, I needed a 5.
Right, yeah.
And that's what I got.
We didn't say what we were doing. We just got very excited
Yeah,
about rolling dice.
It's because we said it off camera, so I was just like, let's just do it. Well, I needed a 5 to make it into combat with you.
No, you
I actually needed a 4,
Yeah.
technically speaking.
So we were charging both the Bloodthirster and the Fiend.
Yes.
Now, this is one of the cool things with the Flesh Terriers. They have access to a stratagem that allows them to pile in and consolidate 6 inches. So even that 5 isn't actually that bad of a charge roll.
No.
Other armies might go, oh, 5, I'm not going to get many attacks. But Flesh Terriers, yeah.
Yeah, and I was
backup.
figuring I was going to need to do that anyway. I might use a stratagem. I might use the Hammer of Wrath stratagem. I'm just going to have a little look at where I can end up here, okay? Because, yes, that might be fun.
All right, well, we'll let you check all of that, and we'll be right back. The Incursors now charging into the Bloodletters.
Die!
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I believe they
Yes.
make it.
I would agree with that sentiment.
I think, you know what?
Just maybe. They actually go so fast, they go through them.
Yeah.
And then they immediately
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
That sounds like something that you would try and tell me.
Yes, actually.
It's almost like, you know,
That's-
it's up there with you punching out a gene stealer.
Oh, if I saw a gene stealer, I'd just axe kick that thing in the face. And that's it. Done.
I mean, they are relatively low to the ground, so I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean,
That's
it would
true,
pro-
actually.
it
You could axe kick it right in the cranium.
It would probably end really badly for you, though, because I imagine they're quite a bit faster. So you'd be.
They are
getting-
quite fast. I'll give them that. They
Yeah,
just
yeah.
better hope
Oh,
I don't
I'm
grab
glad
them.
you'll give them that.
I just better hope I don't grab them. Tear its head off.
Right. They have moved in over there.
Yes, they've moved in, and then we've got 2 more charges. You don't have minuses to charge, do you?
No.
Okay, so on double ones, I still get in.
Very good. Do you want to roll it anyway, just
I'll
in
roll
case
for
your movement?
Malik and for Iden. Yes, they both roll okay.
Very nice. We'll let you move them in. Is there any other charges to declare?
No.
You don't want to charge the Librarian into the Fiends?
I was thinking about it, but no.
Probably a good idea.
I'm good, because I'm just 6 inches away from everything I need. And
Which is
you
these
get to strike
characters,
first.
basically.
Yeah, it's very difficult to engage with this army. So right now, I am just going to hope that my heroes. In fact, I don't even need to hope. My heroes are heroes. You're dead.
Aggressive onslaught. 6-inch piling and consolidation. Very, very cool. We've got 6 Sanguinary Guard in range of the Bloodthirster, 4 on the Fiends.
Reroll.
We have moved in such a way as to ensure that we get the +1 to hit from Iron Bale.
Yes, this is just against. That was a hit.
Yes.
This is just against Mr. Bloodthirster.
We dropped 1.
We dropped 1.
Oh dear. Oh no. So
Yes.
it will be forced to wound now because their Encarmine swords are +1 strength, but obviously the red first.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 wounds.
14 was it? What did I
14.
say to you off camera, Lawrence?
Did you say 14?
I said 14.
Yeah, 14.
Now they are damaged too, which
They
is
are damaged
unfortunate. And
This is straight into your shrugs.
because of Null Zone, there is no invuln, and because you put this unit into Assault Doctrine, hence why they had so many attacks, because Savage Echoes,
Yep.
it's -4, which means my free up save does nothing.
Well, we don't like bloodthirsters.
So I mean, you really don't. So I do have some shrugs. So I've got 28 shrugs.
Yes.
Have you ever seen someone roll 15 sixes?
I wouldn't say that to me of all people.
No, I mean, because you clearly have. So I'm just going to do this like 4 times, basically. There's 7 dice in my hand here. I have shrugged 1.
Okay.
Okay, I've shrugged another one, so I've got to do this again. I need all 6s now. He's dead.
There is something immensely satisfying about that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like to think
That's
that
really cool.
It is quite cool. I think that the Sanguinary Guard's champion with his axe, he's just beheaded that bloodthirster. But the question is, do you rise again?
So I do need to check when I do it. I believe it's one of those end of the
End of
phase
the fight
ones.
phase? Yeah, okay.
But let me just double check.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe he's done the cut across the neck, and then we'll see if it stitches back together, or whether he just twitches and dies.
It's not even that. It's the axe he carries is so he's a
got a demon, right?
bloodthirster
Yeah.
carrying the axe of a bloodthirster.
Yeah.
So it's actually another bloodthirster that comes along.
Bursts from the axe.
Yeah.
That's
It's
horrific.
like, do you remember the old Russian doll Demonkin prints.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yes. Well, I loved the Demonkin book. I thought that was so much fun. It was actually really quite good as well.
It was good.
Bring back Demonkin. What's up? Bring it back.
So we do have to roll it now because it's the first time he's destroyed, and then he is set up at the end of the phase. But I'll obviously remove him. Yada 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 yada. But first of all, let's see if he actually does it. He does. He comes back with a total of 1 wound. Fantastic.
So I cut your neck open, and then you well, to be fair, the axe probably becomes molten, and then it emerges from that molten flame. Yeah,
Either way, it's very cool, but he does only come back with 1 wound remaining. He does count as having double wounds remaining on his profile, but he's still going to be on his bottom profile, which isn't amazing, but it's still very cool to see. Yeah. So I will remove him so that Lawrence can do pile-ins and consolidations properly, and then we'll pop him back at the end of the phase. But the Sanguinary Guard aren't done. We've got another 4 of them to attack the Fiend.
We have more demon blood to slick our blades with.
Yeah.
Right, 2s. Rerolling.
Very nice.
Okay, they all hit.
2s to wound now because they're strength 5, but
They are 2s, yeah.
red first.
It's true.
Or, yeah, the equivalent.
Okay. Die there. Right.
A lot.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19.
Okay, so I'm going to have to do these in batches because they've got the 6-up shrug. So 19 was it?
It was 19 wounds.
Right.
Which become damage 2.
Yes.
So
So, I mean, it's the 38 wounds effectively that I have to shrug.
it's a lot of wounds.
It is. So, I mean, this might take a little while, guys, so bear with.
Well, I hope that you die.
Well, I probably will, let's be fair. But
Look, I hope so.
I kind of...
It's my one trick.
This is
It's
one of the
done.
things
It's
where it
played.
gets really annoying. Because it's like, I mean, let's be perfectly frank, guys. I'm not going to make all those saves. But because there's a chance, I kind of have to try. So.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, so I'll do the first 2
Yes.
on this guy with 3 wounds.
Okay.
He's dead, very good. We then have another 2 on the next guy, so we're down to 17 remaining. Okay, I'll do another 1 on him. He's dead. So we have 1, 2, 3, so we've done 5 so far. We have 14 left to do. 14 batches with 2 models left.
14 batches.
Okay, another one is dead.
So there's 1 left alive currently.
So I basically need to roll, I've got to roll 22, so I need to roll at least 21 6s here.
Yes, I look forward to this.
Here's 6.
Look.
6. He's dead.
Oh.
He's so dead.
I was particularly excited about that.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
I'm glad that you've all
had a
joined
feeling
us.
that you were going to die horribly.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad that all these lovely people at home have joined us on this journey. So with their 6-inch consolidation, they have moved in such a way as to protect the shooty elements of the army, standing firm, standing strong, standing proud, but also absolutely covered in gore.
Yeah, and Demon Ica.
Yeah, and that's when they turn around and they see the thing stand back up and they're like, Sanguinius, damn it. But before that, I am, of course, going to interrupt, because I would be foolish not to.
Yes.
So we're going to interrupt with the Great Unclean One, Big Papa Jabba, into all of the attacks into your Chaplain, including my Nurglings.
To the Keeper of the Dead.
Yes, because he gives you that rerolls. And he's damage free, right, in combat?
Well, they're both damage 4
They're
now.
both damage free. But the Benediction does mortal wounds in addition, doesn't it?
That is correct.
Yeah. And also he's given the rerolls to your captain. This is why I'm doing this, guys.
Yep.
So here we go. Hitting on 2s. He doesn't have any minuses or anything, does he?
No, he doesn't. No, he's not. He's not like Sanguinary Guard.
Sure. Okay, so I do drop 1.
Sure.
It's freeze to wound now, but I am rerolling because it is a bile sword. That is 3 wounds minus everything, but you obviously get an invite.
3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
The Rosarius. No.
No.
In fact, the opposite.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's 3d6 damage.
Cool. Yeah.
None of the 6s that I roll, I didn't roll any 6s to wound because they would do like double damage or +1 damage, whatever way it is.
Okay. I'm just thinking whether it was worth re-rolling. It's not at this stage. Yeah, no, that's fine. Go for it.
Okay. He's dead.
Yep.
That's 13 wounds.
Yep, he's dead.
So he actually doesn't even get hit by a sword. He just gets picked up, thrown into his like belly mouth.
He's eaten by his belly.
And he's eaten.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that story.
That's a horrible way to go.
Yeah.
Seeing his brother fall. Iodine Bale.
Right, I'm going to cut you in half now.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
He has, in fact, done very well. That's what
dear.
happens when you anger me.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to re-roll this because I think it would be deemed as a cocked die. It's a 6.
Right, so that's 6 hits.
Right, that's 6 hits.
So obviously he gets this many attacks, guys, because he's got Imperium Sword, so he gets +1 attack on the turn he charges.
Yeah, he's not in Savage Echoes. I didn't use any CP.
No.
or anything.
That's fine.
But I do win you on 2s here.
Yes, because
So
Imperium
curse.
Sword gives him +1 strength, which
Yeah.
makes him strength 9.
Yeah, strength 9, excuse me. That is 6 wounds. I mean, that is Iodine Bale.
6 wounds.
Now, you don't have a save, but you do have your Revoltingly Resilience.
I do.
However, I am damage 4 with
Right.
a master-crafted Eviscerator.
Or a Thunder Hammer.
Apparently, forged on Baal and gifted to Iodine Bale.
In his own blood. I mean, it just sounds like that. So how many wounds was it? 6?
So, it was 6, yeah.
Okay, so that's 24 wounds.
Yes.
So I've got 24
I'm not
shrugs. Okay, no, I don't expect you to be.
I'm
That's
not
cool.
sorry. It's very cool.
Right, so first batch of 6. So I've taken 3 wounds so far.
Okay.
Second batch. Taken another 2 wounds.
You've lost 5.
So down to 4 remaining.
And
1 wound remaining.
last batch.
Ah,
Good.
he's dead. He's dead. He's so dead. Incursor time. Also, let's just take a moment. Look at this bad man.
It's an absolute weapon.
I mean, he's covered in slime now. He is probably like...
It's fine, he's just like...
I mean,
Next.
he's probably like Ray in Ghostbusters, though. He's probably just like, oh, man.
He's used to this.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably true.
Right, these are the Incursor attacks on your blood letters.
On the letters of blood.
On the letters of blood.
Is that including your Shock Assault?
No. Tis not. Tis not. I was like, I'm going to deduct 1 because I don't get Savage Echoes, but I didn't add the 1.
No, you didn't even. Yeah, you didn't even need to do that.
Nice.
Okay, not bad at all.
Okay, we are wounding you here on 2s actually, because your toughness 3,
toughness 3,
which is interesting.
Which is weird when you are the manifestation of warp and hell.
I would expect a blood letter to be toughness 4.
Yeah. Like,
You know,
I'm okay with a
that's what I
Demonette
would
being
expect.
toughness 3.
Demonette, I would expect to be
they're
toughness
supposed to
3.
be live and
But I
fast.
expect him to be faster. But a blood letter's like pretty ripped
I mean, yeah.
It's
weird.
You know, he's a blood letter. Look at the size of that blade. I mean, you've got to be lifting some weight.
I mean, he's strength
to heft
4.
that round.
But either way.
Right. So
How many do we have?
So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 wounds.
11, you say? Okay.
Yes, 11 wounds.
I have 6 in my hand. The first batch. Okay, we do say 4 there, and then the remaining 5. So we've lost 2 so far, and another 3. So we have lost 5. We do have some remaining.
So I leave you with 4 left in the unit.
4 left, yes. Okay, very nice. So incredibly, with 4 left, I get to attack you back, and yes.
That's very disappointing. That did not go to plan. I've spent CP on
shut
transhuman.
up. With my 2 of my 3 greater demons dead.
Well, technically not, because one's come back.
Yeah, true. I do need to.
If you look at the grand picture, it's not great for me.
Just
I know what you're saying. It's like, there's nothing good about what's happened to you, and my chaplain's dead. So, you know.
Right, I've got 9 attacks.
Yes.
I'm hitting on freeze, so Unstoppable Ferocity does go off. I do drop 2 there. We are looking for
4s, because I put transhuman
yes, forgive me, I did forget to mention you did do transhuman, so it does put you down to 2 CP?
on. Yes, it does.
Okay, very good. Made 0 difference. So it's AP free, no 2 damages here.
No 2 damage.
Does kill 1.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want.
I mean, it's contested objective.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's not good. I need to be holding the objective. That's how that works.
Well, yes. And yet here we are.
But you know...
I do need to do a morale.
Yeah, if you roll a 1, though, you will then hold the objective, you see. Hence why I spend the CP. Or you will...
Well, I can't auto-pass, I've only got 1 CP.
No, I know, I'm aware of that. Or you will die.
Yeah,
you know?
so basically the morale check is going to be pretty vital there.
Yes, yes.
And that's it. Look, not a bad turn. We'll pop the bloodthirster back, in fact. Trying to go backwards whilst holding a camera and also getting a shot of the stuff that isn't the floor. He's back, everyone! He has 1 wound. I mean, he could literally die to Overwatch,
Yeah.
which would be hilarious.
That's assuming that I have the CP to do that.
Well,
As well as other stuff.
yes. So, that's him
He
back at the end of the fight phase. There's no morale checks to do on your end.
No.
Because they only lost 1, they can't fail. So that morale check over there for the Bloodletters is pretty important.
Yes, I hope that
I fail.
You fail miserably.
Right.
Yes.
So, now combat attrition. Here we go.
So,
I don't lose any more, but importantly, I do lose enough to lose control of the objective.
yes, you lose 1.
I lose 1.
Yeah.
I'm still holding 3, but so I am going to get points and whatnot, but we'll discuss that in a moment.
Yes.
With the demons turn 3.
It's the command phase / movement phase for the Chaos Demons. It's turn 3. He's just racked up a ton of points, holding 3 objectives there, and of course holding more ultimately, plus 3 more for the Raise the Banners. And then as we go into the movement phase, we can see over here on the left flank that these Demonettes have moved forward and they're raising the banners over here.
Yep, normal move.
Bloodthirster only moving 6 inches now,
Sure.
squeezes through the gap over there.
Well,
and then we have an advance from the Keeper of Secrets,
Yes.
despite the crater moving pretty fast.
And the fence. So I
and
did have to
defense,
take away 4.
and has got herself very, very close indeed to Captain Iron Bale and the Sanguinary Guard.
Yes.
We shall see what she does charge-wise very shortly. Plague Bearers have moved forward, and the Demonettes have also moved forward. They actually advanced, and they are within 6 of the Keeper of Secrets, so they can advance and charge.
Correct.
So, it will be a psychic phase.
It will.
But what will it be? Let's find out in a moment. We're in the psychic phase. Apparently, it's Delightful Agonies time.
Yes,
On the Demonettes.
on the Demonettes.
Let's do this.
That goes off on a 7.
Okay, yeah, you can have it.
Okay, we're now going to do a smite.
Go for it.
So this will be into your Sanguinary Guard. It does go off on a 5.
Eamon
But-
Kalzat will deny that.
Yes,
he
he
will.
will. Very nice.
Okay.
We can go straight on to shooting.
Okay.
We'll do the Hellfire onto your Sanguinary Guard, and we'll fling the Blood Flail at this unit of Inceptors here.
Okay.
The Blood Flail hits, incidentally, because he is BS6 now.
Okay.
It is a wound. It's -3 free damage.
Okay. -3, you say.
He's done it again! Amazing.
You were saying.
Hellfire on the Sanguinary Guard.
It's a
One
miss.
shot.
Oh, sorry, one shot.
Which fails to wound. Very good.
Okay.
Charges then.
Yes. Okay. All right. Who's charging?
So we're going to start with the Bloodthirster. He is going to charge into all 3 of these units here, because he can then go bonk into the middle of them.
Sorry, run that by me again. He's
The Blood-
charging who?
He's charging the Sanguinary Guard, the Inceptors, and Iden Bale, because he can fly, so he jumps over them.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, let me have a little think about that. Okay, I am actually going to spend the CP in Overwatch.
Yeah.
The Inceptors into the Bloodthirster.
Yeah.
Does leave me on 1 CP, but there you go. I mean, the only other argument is that I try and let you fail the charge, which would be immense, and then I could actually swing before I die
That's true.
with my captain.
So I'll explain why I'm doing this first, because I imagine everyone's going, but there's no zone. He's only got 1 wound. If I don't charge him, I've blocked off the Demonettes.
How many attacks does he have now?
He's only got 2, but he'll have 3 attacks on the charge, and he's still going to be strength 10 -3 and doing D6 damage.
Yeah.
And 6 is exploded to 2 hits as a Bloodthirster.
Yeah. It's an unusual one, that, because he could fail the charge and then just be standing.
He could. It's a 6-inch rerollable charge.
Yeah, oh, it is. Oh, he does still get the reroll.
Yeah, because he's the same model in the same detachment.
Right.
That's how I interpret it anyway.
Right, okay. That's a tough decision, everyone. Killing the Bloodthirster would be good, but also having the ability to fight back with Captain Iron Bale or interrupt could also be deadly good. Okay, I'm not going to Overwatch.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm just gonna hope you fail this charge.
I don't, incidentally.
Okay,
So,
then. In you go.
so he flaps over, he charges all 3 of them, and he goes the duck.
Okay. It's now time for the Demonettes to charge the Sanguinary Guard. They're just charging the Sanguinary Guard.
Yeah, it's just the Sanguinary.
Okay.
That's an 8 + 1 because of the musician.
There
That is a
you go.
9.
Okay.
Let me move them in.
We'll be back. And now time for the Keeper of Secrets to charge Captain Iden Bale.
Into Iden Bale.
Would be a -2 on the crater. Changing tact.
The Sanguinary Guard.
Yep, just the Sanguinary Guard.
Just
okay.
Sanguinary Guard.
Rolls a double 6, makes it
Okay.
in. Okay.
That is it. I'm not going to charge with the Plague Bearers. They're not going to charge because they're doing an action, and that would break said action. So it's combat.
Okay. This is it. The Great Maelstrom of Melee. We are opening with the Bloodthirster, is that correct?
The Bloodthirster.
Okay, and we've just spent the CP on Aura of Acquiescence. There we go.
That one.
And that is been put on your
Keeper of Secrets.
the Keeper of Secrets, which gives a -1 attack bubble in 3 inches.
Yeah.
Just to let you guys know, we are in battle round 3. I opted automatically for the Assault Doctrine.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So basically, he's cancelled out my Assault Doctrine in that respect, but not my Savage Echoes, Blood Angels.
Yeah, well, it's it's either Savage Echoes or it's
Shock Assault.
Yeah, Shock Assault.
Sorry.
So one of the two, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, so here's the thinking, guys. Just as a quick one, I know that I'm going to get interrupted. This is why I didn't charge Iden Bale with the Keeper of Secrets, because I was going to attack with the Bloodthirster first.
Yep.
Otherwise, he's just going to die.
Yep.
Whereas by charging the Sanguinary Guard can interrupt. They've got 2 choices, realistically, because of Null Zone. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
They're going to do some hefty damage on the Demonettes.
Sure.
But that means there's still a Keeper of Secrets. It's just going to rip them up, is my thinking.
Sure.
So let's see if that actually comes to fruition.
Okay.
All of the attacks on Iden Bale, they all hit. Unfortunately, no 6s explode there.
No.
Damn. It's 2s to wound, however.
Damn, he says damn.
That is very cocked. That is 3 wounds.
Okay.
It's minus is 3, but obviously you rim bum.
Okay. Iden Bale, come on. I've done it again. That is a great shame.
So that's 3d6 damage.
Yeah, because I would interrupt. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Nothing I can do, I guess.
So that is 10 damage.
Okay.
But we'll remember to do your shrugs this time.
Yes, because I forgot that on the Chaplain. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
But again, it's like with the Fiends, realistically, are you going to do all of them on that Chaplain? No.
Nope,
You didn't do a single one.
Okay, he is dead.
Excellent.
That is a real shame because it would have been really cool for him to live, but no. We're now going to interrupt 2 CP on the Sanguinary Guard. They still do have their rerolls despite
Bale being slain.
Bale being slain. I wouldn't have used only in death to duty end against Bloodthirster. There was no point. So I'm going to do all of my attacks, well 9 of the Sanguinary Guard attacks against the Demonettes, and then 1 will attack the Bloodthirster to try and kill he which should be dead.
Yes, he should.
2 hits on 2s, re-rolling because of the Chapter Master benefits, which lasts until my next command phase. They all hit.
The 2s will miss because he was the Warlord, right? He's dead.
Oh, good point. Yes.
So just re-roll the
so I've
2s.
just got to re-roll
Yeah,
those.
there's only
yes,
a
because
couple.
they don't get their +1
No.
to hit anymore. Okay. Those miss. And then to wounds. This is 2s.
Yes.
I'm just going to roll these a little batch at a time.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Very difficult to do this.
Yep.
This one.
Roll on
Okay.
the 3rd person.
Right, so 3, 6, those weren't ones, I knocked them over.
Yep.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, and you do not get any saves other than your 6-up shots.
Well, I get my shrugs.
And these are all damaged too.
Yeah, 33.
Yep, so that's 3 more than you have models in the unit, I'm assuming.
Yes, so I have 15 dice in my hand here.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this twice and then an additional 3 for the first round, and then the 6s I'm going to re-roll, essentially.
Sure.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to re-roll.
4 to re-roll.
5, 6, 7 to re-roll, and then another 3. So 8 to re-roll. Okay, so we've lost 22 so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The unit is dead.
Great. Huzzah!
Wow.
Kill them!
Goodbye.
And the final Sanguinary Guard on the Bloodthirster. Die. Right, re-rolling because the Chapter Master benefit. 3 hits there. That
dead.
is 2 wounds, yeah, you're dead.
Because -4.
Yeah.
I'm still in Null Zone rank. There's nothing I could do about Null Zone.
he
It's
is
just
slain.
one of those things. He is dead
Very nice.
for the second time.
Very nice. And now we have the Keeper of Secrets.
Yeah.
Her attacks against the Sanguinary Guard.
The Wit Stealer Sword. Cool. They all hit. No, they don't because you're -1. But the 6
yes.
does explode.
By the way, we have to go back 1 second. We're filming very, very quickly. But I would have consolidated into you because you weren't in base contact with me after I killed your Bloodthirster. Because I do not want you moving near me.
Doesn't matter. You're all going to die.
We'll see.
Choose to wound because of Straight Fate. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. 5 wounds at -3, I believe. Just going to check that now.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Fairly sure it's -3.
I want to roll some saves here.
Yeah.
Well, I've rolled 2 6s.
Right, well it's
Automatically.
definitely not -5. So
Okay. And I've rolled a 3, a 4, and a 2.
yeah, -3. Flat 3 damage.
Okay, so we have 3 Sanguinary Guard dead. Okay, what next?
And now my snippy snappy claws. Oh dear. Okay, we do draw 2. The
Angelic
death
Visage,
masks,
Death Masks. Ooh.
that will be cocked. So 1 wound again at -3 damage.
Okay, you kill 4.
Oh.
I will definitely take that.
Yeah.
Sanguinary Guards do stand tall.
Cool.
I haven't actually done the consolidate with them yet. I'm going to do that in a minute, but
I've
we
moved
get what's
back.
going on. Yeah.
I've moved back to where
right, Flesh Tearers over here are attacking these Bloodletters. Die. Oh, that's a lot of hits. It just looks cool because they're 6s.
Yeah, it's nice.
Right.
3 swing this
3 wounds, 3 wounds, 1 for each of you.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I only lose the 1.
Okay.
That's nice.
That's irritating.
Yes, it is. So they will attack you back with their 3 attacks. So I'll remove the guy that stood on the objective.
Okay.
The champion's there with his gold horns.
Sure.
Hits you twice. Double 6. No wounds
no
because
wounds.
I don't get the
Yep.
unstoppable
So,
ferocity.
okay.
We're both too tired now. We're just like, ugh.
Apparently so. Okay, so they carry on fighting. That is the turn.
Just
I believe.
checks.
And yes, morale. I'll do a morale on the Sanguinary Guard.
They're fine.
They pass on a 2.
Morale check for those.
Morale
there.
on Mr. Bloodletters.
They are fine. but no,
pass on a 2. Yeah.
Blink.
No blink. Okay. Yes. No. There's no other morale.
No, there is
That's
not.
it. Okay.
Interesting.
It is interesting. It is interesting. I mean, you are whipping me on the points, as I knew would be the case.
This is what demons do. They get to turn 3 and they start going, we're starting to die very quickly. So they really do need to rack up those points early.
I do have a Descent of Angels about to happen,
Yes.
which will be useful.
Yes.
Very useful.
Damn it.
Having the Sanguinary Guard alive is also useful.
But they are in combat, so...
They are in combat, you know.
6 of 1.
Yeah, so much to do about that. Let's see. It's my turn 3. Coming up next.
Turn 3, pretty much a summary mode. If the Flesh Tearers have a good turn, that will be the nail in the proverbial coffin. Stroke the banishment back to the war.
Potentially.
If they don't have a good turn, could end badly, but we'll have to see.
Yeah.
So we have returned with the Wings of Fired unit, and Descent of Angels has been employed. So the CP you got at the command phase, you spent it. There's nothing else to do.
Stop that banner.
Yeah, but importantly, you've stopped that banner. You went, no banner.
Yes.
There was nothing else to do in the command phase because your chaplain and your captain are dead. I laugh now, but I mean, you know,
Yeah.
she's in trouble.
Yeah.
We have the Librarian here, we have the Sanguinary Priest here, we have 5 Inceptors here. We did bring back 1 of these, so we're back up to 5. So the 2 that killed themselves have been stuck back together. We have the technology. We can rebuild them.
It's very handy, that Sanguinary
It's
Priest.
it's
Little
something.
magic wand.
It's very
Lazarus.
something for 15 points to bring back a 55-point model every turn.
I think there's more than
very
15 for it.
It's 15 points for a Chief Apothecary.
Is it? Not
It's
20?
15 points.
Okay.
I tried, everyone. I tried. Over here, we've fallen back with the Sanguinary Guard from the Keeper of Secrets. Pathetic. Looking to steal this objective should that unit get blown away.
Yes.
Over here, we've remained in combat with the Incursors, and that's it. As I say, we've got plenty of targets with these Plasma Inceptors. Many of them are going to be firing at maximum shots against my hordes. I am running away with the points, but if this is a good turn, Spider will be able to catch up in his turn 4 and 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing for, turn 4 and 5.
Got to play that long game, so let's find out what happens in the Psychic phase. We'll be right back. Go on then, do your Null Zone. Or whatever it is you're going to do first. I just presume you're going to do that first. What
Null
you
Zone.
Go on.
Amen Kalzat. Null Zone. It's a 7.
It's a 7.
Which I'm not sure is... it's either just a pass or it's just a fail.
I think it goes off on a 7. Reason being is because it turns off your invuns as well.
Well, that's true. There is a...
I think if it didn't, it would need to be like Warp Drudge 8, frankly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still think that there's an argument to make it 8, but it's true. It does have a bad effect on you as well.
Yeah.
Would you just want to see if you can deny that based on...
yeah, sure.
Just assuming that I did just pass it?
I denied it.
Okay, cool.
There we
And
go.
just for future reference, it was a 7.
It was a 7, so it would have gone off, but I did deny on a 9. That's handy because it does mean she keeps her 4
I'm
invuln.
now going to do smites.
Okay, very good. Ooh.
Okay.
Yes,
It
you
goes
are.
off.
Cool.
You cannot deny that.
Cannot. Can only deny 1.
You lose 2 mortal wounds.
Well, I have a 5-up shrug thanks to my Shining Aegis against mortal wounds. Yeah, it's 6 up against normal wounds and 5 up against mortal wounds. Doesn't matter.
Aha.
She takes 2 damage. She is down to 14 remaining. Yes. 14. Descending upon wings of fire, which are actually jetpacks, but still on fire. 30 plasma interceptor shots into my Plague Bearer.
Very satisfying.
We're not overcharging.
No.
Cloud of Flies is in effect because there are 24 in the unit at the start of the shooting phase. No rerolls here, but that's not a bad
Yeah,
spread of
because
hits.
you blinked 2 back, didn't you?
Yeah, I did blink 2 back. It's not a bad spread of hits because we've got that +1, so pretty solid there.
Yeah, Descent of Angels really helped. This, not so much.
It's still pretty decent.
But I'll take it. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 wounds.
14, you say? Okay.
14.
7 in my hand. I'll do this twice. I'll come over here, so I'm not going to knock any models over.
14.
Right, we've saved 2 so far. And then the second batch of invuns. Right, okay. I'll just cover some dice out, shall I? Right, only 2 invuns passed there, so we've got 12 shrugs to make of 5 up. You are cocked, so we've saved 4. Right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
12 minus 4
6,
is
7,
8.
8 dead in total.
That's good. No more Cloud of Flies.
Well, I get it for the whole turn,
Sure, but I'm
not from next turn.
Not from next turn.
unless I bring some back.
Yes, that's true.
Plasma Inceptors over here into the Greater Demon, the Keeper of Secrets.
We are overcharging this time.
You madman!
Mad, I tell you. Mad. 3 hits.
Yeah, no minuses here, sadly. She's not that dodgy.
I mean, you say it's sad.
It's sad for me.
I'm quite happy about it myself.
Sad for me.
Personally, I'm like, yeah, this is great. Okay,
He's
I
super
killed myself 3 times, but I've hit you twice.
Super dead.
Okay, 2d3, 4. Killed
Okay.
myself, about another 3 hits.
How much of a pound of demonic flesh will they take?
2d3, 3, 4, 5. I've lost. I'm gonna need to put a kill counter somewhere.
You lost 2 so far. Make that 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
3. Oh yeah. Well, this is normal.
Yeah, this is not.
But 3 hits.
Yep. Wait.
Wait. Why did I do that?
You already had 3 hits.
Yes.
So, you
So
just
3
got,
wounds.
Yeah. Cool. Very good. We're doing this really ad hoc, everyone.
Yeah. It's annoying when you have to roll one at a time.
Yeah.
The last one. The last one.
Kill yourself.
So I killed
Wow.
4 of the units.
Yeah. Somehow.
Right. Okay. But
But you did get
I've-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits on top of the 3 wounds.
on
that
top
you
of the
already
3
rolled.
wounds. So 3, 6.
We're doing this really
7,
ad hoc.
8, 9, 10, 11 plus 3 wounds.
Yes.
Okay. 3's to wound you.
Yes.
And I do wound you that many times.
Okay, that's
So
pretty
3,
nasty.
6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 wounds.
Unlucky for some, as they say in the industry.
Yep.
9.
13 wounds.
Okay. 13. 4 up invulnerable save. Damn it, I dropped a dice. 4 up invulnerable save. Don't fail me now. Right.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? No, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9. You fail 9.
Okay.
That is nice.
So she's got 14 wounds remaining. I do have 6 up shrugs, but they are 2 damage a pop, so that'll
it's
be 18
damage.
damage. I'm just wondering whether it's worth using a reroll on the in-bun now.
Go for it if you like.
So
I'm revving up my chainsword and my force sword to deal with you in combat.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You know, at this stage, it kind of is all or nothing, so I am going to use a reroll. That is exceptionally bad, though. Wow.
So that'll put you on your last CP.
That is my last CP.
That is your last CP, I mean.
It does pay off.
Cool, but you still take 16 damage.
Yes, so now I've got 30. So I've got 13 here. So I'm looking for a bunch of 6s. Right,
2.
so I've got 2.
So you need to make 1 out of the next
another
batch.
3.
So 1 or die, you're dead. There we go.
She's
you are dead. Huzzah!
Unfortunate rolling
Huzzah!
there, but it is what it is.
Well, I did lose 4 Inceptors, so I mean, I guess it's a trade-off, right?
Maybe. That's about the same point. So
It is actually.
But you can revive very easily. I can't bring them back very
Yes, I
easily.
do need to pass the morale though, but I've got a fair chance of that.
Yeah, true. These Inceptors now into this horde here. With the Keeper of Secrets dead, they have no need to worry about her. But over here, they should be worried. I should be worried, quite frankly.
Die!
Yes.
Plasma death!
Quite possibly.
Hitting on 3s.
None of these are passing through dents. So.
No, we're missing the middle of the fence there. 1 cocked die. Another
nice.
hit. Okay.
2 to wound, no need to overcharge here.
No. No. You must die. You must.
Couple of ones, pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so you're looking at 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18 wounds on those demonettes, sir.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
18.
18 you say? Okay, so I'll just do these in battle
18.
9 because it's easier for me to pick up. Right, so I do save. You are cocked. Yeah. Okay, where was that earlier? So 3 dead so far.
4 dead.
4 dead so far, forgive me. Okay, that balances out. So 4 dead, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dead. But my demonettes.
I hate them and everything about them.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
And now the charge phase. These Plague Bearers are not being charged by the Sanguinary Guard because they couldn't do that. That would be cheating, Lawrence.
I know. That's why I didn't declare it.
Yeah, I know, but I just assumed that you would when you were like, charge phase. I was
I'm
like,
going
what?
to
What? Hang
charge
on,
my
hang on.
Sanguinary Guard into your Plague Bearers. No, Seraph
instead-
Kazian.
Seraph Kazian.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay.
Because he's cool.
What does he need?
I have no idea. I don't care.
We don't care.
I don't care.
Well, that's definitely cocked.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
I mean-
Twice in a row. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Might do it. Let's
Might do it.
double check it.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Well, yes, I am 8 inches, just under 8 inches away from you.
That'll
so
make it within an
will
inch
make
then.
it.
In he slams.
Okay, that's
Anything
pretty
else?
cool. Let me have a little look. If they were to, just for a laugh. They could make it on a 10. Would I want to go over there? Because I want to come in over there. It give me a lot of attacks, which is very nice. Could deny the objective, which is very nice. Who knows? Yeah, look, you know what? I'm going to give it a red hot go.
Why not?
You know,
At this
why
stage-
not?
At this stage, why not?
Why not?
No.
No.
Okay, fine. Well,
Okay.
no, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose.
Nope.
Any other charges?
Nope.
Okay, we'll be
None
back
range.
in just a moment. Seraph Kazian. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a beast. Right, he's got Teeth of Terror. So he's actually got 8 attacks right now with the Assault Doctrine and everything, Savage Echoes.
Sure.
Hitting on 2s because you no longer have Cloud of Flies.
Yeah.
He hits with all but 1.
Nice.
And he wounds on 2s because +1 to wounds, plus...
Ew.
Oh,
that's
Sarah.
disappointing.
Oh, that's a
4
shame.
wounds?
4 wounds.
Okay, so 5 up in buns. I do save 2, and then
Yep.
damage 2 for Teeth of Terror, right?
Yep.
So just
Kills
in-
1, kills 2.
Well, I was doing because they're 1 wound model, so I just do the damage and then
sure.
reroll. But you still killed 2. Let me remove them and do some pardons. All right, let's do some attacks back. Here we go, 9 of them. Right. Well, I hit you
3 times.
I hit you 3 times.
We're in the
so,
thick of the melee.
Be afraid.
in the thick of the melee.
I wound you all 3 times though. No AP.
Sure. I do actually, for the first time, make my character saves.
Yay! So that brings us to the end of the turn.
Sure does.
Huzzah, everyone! Huzzah! Yeah, look, I mean.
Do you want me to do the morale now?
Yeah,
I'll do the
go
morale
straight to
for my
morale.
Inceptor. I pass on a 1! Huzzah!
Good.
Yay! That's great news, everybody.
Good. Right, so I've got morale to do over here. I'm looking for a 1.
4.
Okay, so we've got, how many left in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I lose 1, so I've got 13 to do. They are under half strength.
Under half, okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 here.
So 1s and 2s will be killed.
Another
Ooh,
4.
Ouch.
And then it was another 4 to do.
Yeah.
So I lose 6.
6 plus the one that auto runs.
So I lose 7. It's not a massive issue because I'm still holding that
It's your
objective.
favourite number.
Exactly.
7.
So actually what happens is I bring the full unit back to life.
Well, you know what? No.
No. And then over here, again, we're looking for a 1. A 2. So, yeah, because I lost...
You lost
10, I think.
10, yeah.
So, yeah, there was no way I was failing that, passing that. So, 1 will run away, and then that will leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 left. So I'm not under half strength with them. So, the laboriousness of doing hordes and attrition. I lose 2, so I've lost 3 in total, and another 4. Okay, so let me just remove them, and remove the Plague Bearers over there, and then we'll be back with Demons, turn 4, with what little there is left. But of course, we've got to attack over there first. The eternal combat continues.
Yes, we must.
Well, I attack first because it's your turn.
Oh, okay, right. Well, I've got my hits if they survive.
If they survive. Double 6 for the win. No wounds.
No
Very
wounds.
good.
Okay,
So,
great. I've already done my hits, so that's
Excellent.
nice, isn't it? Right, to wound you, 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. This time. Yep. For the wounds, you are dead.
It doesn't matter what that cocked dice is because they are removed.
Huzzah.
So, very good. Yeah, interesting times. I don't have much left.
That was the turn that I deserved and needed.
I don't know about deserved,
Yeah.
but definitely the one that you needed. We will be back in Demon's turn 4. It's going to be an extremely swift one because it's basically just I need to total up some points and see what's actually going to be worth doing. We'll be right back.
It's turn 4. The demons have scored points.
Yes, points.
You've seen them all come up.
Points mean prizes.
He's got a command point in his command phase. He's back to 1. These demonettes have moved forward. They've abandoned this objective. They are eyeing up this objective.
Yes.
Leading a charge, I can let you know right now that it will be a 7 that's required.
Yes.
The Plague Bearers over here have fallen back. I'm just a whisker out of heroic intervention range.
Yes.
So he will continue to sit on that objective for the moment.
For now.
Okay. Let's do this.
It's basically
We're in the charge.
It's essentially this is what it boils down to, guys. If I make the charge
Yeah.
and I can kill them,
Yeah.
which is possible, not likely, but possible, then I can steal that objective, and then that'll actually shut down Lawrence scoring a bunch of primary points.
It will
in
mean
his
I
turn
only get
4.
5 points.
Correct.
Which would suck.
It would suck. It would close the gap. I still think it's going to be Lawrence's game because he gets to score at the end of his turn 5, so he can just move on to stuff plus with.
Thank goodness for the FAQ.
I like it. It
Thank
creates much
goodness.
closer because otherwise we would look at it now and go, yeah, I win.
Yeah, go first. You've won.
Yeah, it was
Good
done.
game.
What was it, Lawrence? It was done.
It was dumb.
Dumb.
It was dumb.
So if I make this charge, essentially, and it goes well, we'll
Well,
see.
you deny me 5 points, unless I do kill you in return. Well, let's see what happens.
We'll have to see.
First of all, do you make the charge?
Now I
Yes.
do make the charge
You
on
do
a
make the
12
charge.
because I got the musician, so I get the +1.
Okay.
So let me move them in. We'll
All
do
right.
the combat, see what happens.
We'll be back. We're in the fight phase. This is it. Turn 4. The demonettes have used their CP.
Yep.
He's back to 0 on Aura of Acquiescence to minus an attack from my Incursors. So he's got 8 of the demonettes which are in striking range.
7, I believe.
7, sorry, yes.
But one's the Allura,
One's
so
a
she gets
champion, yeah. All right. To hit.
Let's find out.
Few hits, few misses.
Go.
Actually, quite a few misses.
There's quite a few misses, yeah. There's 6 misses there. It's about right.
It's not bad.
It's about right.
It's not horrific.
Right, so I essentially need all 6s here, because I need 5 to wound. Right, so one is dead because it's -4 and damage 1, and 1 wound at -1.
So, and 1 wound at -1? Sure.
Yes.
So, yeah, I was trying to keep up there. So you've taken a wound, and 1's dead.
Yeah, because it's -4 on 6s.
Okay,
so,
got it.
but they're only down.
Right, I will now attack back.
Yes. So you won't get your Savage Echoes, but you will get Shock Assault, essentially.
2, 4, yep. 6, 7, and then plus another 3 attacks. But not another 3 attacks.
Nah. 3 attacks, but not 3 attacks.
So lots of attacks.
Right.
I've done a Lawrence.
2's to wound.
I like that. I'm not even worried.
No,
I'm not
you're
even
not
upset about it.
that
That is 8, yes.
Okay.
It's 8 wounds.
I do say 4.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. So
4
4
are cut down.
are cut down. Then it's morale, basically.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll just remove these 4 at the end here.
Sure.
Just to make it easy. So morale check for them. Leadership 7.
Okay.
They are fine,
Okay.
incidentally, but no...
Cool. And
reality
you
links.
steal the objective, which
I
is
steal the objective.
extremely frustrating for us Flesh Terror fans. Which means that I only get 5 victory points in my turn 4,
Yes.
and it means I can only score another 15 in my turn 5. I'm not sure if it's possible to win based on that charge, but it might be. Let's find out.
Okay, this is it. So basically, if Lawrence has a decent enough turn here, we've sort of worked it out. If he kills me, he'll get the points that he needs to max out in the ranks. He is already getting the 4 table quarters for engage.
Yep.
He got the 5 points for holding 2.
Yep.
But more importantly, at the end, in his turn 5, he's going to shut off this banner. He's going to shut off that banner,
Yep.
as well as holding them at the end of the game. So essentially, Lawrence will win by about 10 points,
Yes.
unless he fails to kill the Demonettes.
Yes.
With
I'm just going to make sure that I
6
don't have
Plasma Inceptors.
some sort of whiffer here. Just to make sure he's within 3
Yeah.
there.
So
just
unless,
in case.
unless Lawrence doesn't kill 6 Plasma with 6 Plasma Inceptors, 8 Demonettes,
Yeah.
and 7 Plague Bearers with a Librarian, a Sanguinary Priest, and 7, because there's now been 1 brought back to life, Sanguinary Guard, I will win. So, you know, maybe Zinch is here in this game after all and watching.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, let's find
now
out.
you die in burning plasma.
Have you got Psychic to do?
I do have Psychic to do, yes. Null Zone, my favourite.
Yeah?
Null Zone!
Null.
You are nulled.
Oh, Null.
I'm now going to do a smite. You are
Yes.
smitten. D3 mortals. 3 mortal wounds. Aemon Kalzar. He's a man of the match.
He is.
the man
I
of the
shrug 1,
match.
so there's 5 left. You might not even need to charge with your Angelus Bolt Guns and whatnot.
I know, yeah.
Are you even going to use the Angelus Bolt Guns?
I feel like I shouldn't, but given the nature of demons and their trickiness, I am going to shoot you in the face.
Yeah, I respect that. But first, we're doing Plasma Death, I've been told.
Yes. So because you are over 5 models, and it's minimum 3 hits on a blast,
Yes,
we can work out what this means.
yes, it's maximum
3,
shots.
6, 7, 8, 9,
This
10,
is why Plasma
11,
Inceptors
12,
are very good. guys.
13,
Because the minute you get to 6 models, you just
14,
go, oh,
15,
I get 6
16,
shots.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This is 22. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I'll roll 2 more if I need to.
Oh, okay.
Does that sound fair to you?
Not with a roll like that, good lord.
I'll roll these 2 that did it. There you go.
Okay, so you got how many? So you dropped 3, 4, 5. You got 25 hits there.
What's that?
Maths is what that is.
2.
Yes. Yeah, no need to overcharge here.
No. Right, please make
All of
3,
those saves.
6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20 saves. Please make those saves.
Right, well, I've got 6 in my hand here. I'm going to have to keep doing this, aren't I?
That's 3 dead.
Okay. They're dead. No,
That's-
yes, they're dead.
That's 6 dead. Well, you've
There's
got...
6 in the unit, isn't there?
No, you've got 3 more. You've got a chance. Yeah.
Okay, so that's...
You got 3.
They're dead.
Now they are dead.
Okay.
There's nothing
Good.
you can do about
Nothing
it.
I can
They're
do about
dead.
that. They are dead.
Okay.
Very good.
We'll remove those momentarily. Now, Angelus Bolt Guns.
Yeah, remember that 2 have been
2,
slain over here, guys. I've just not picked them
3,
up yet, so there's only 5
4,
left alive.
5, 6,
Lest I do forget.
7, and I put one of those back with Seraph Kazian.
And it was the Axeman as well,
It was the
purely so
Axeman.
that we could say that the Axeman cometh.
Yeah, because he's cool.
Yeah.
Axeman. You're no longer a -1 to hit, are you?
No.
Okay.
I've not been for some time.
Very good. Okay, 4s to wounds. You are toughness 4.
I am toughness 4, yeah.
Okay, so you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds.
7.
7 wounds. The blessed number.
Ah.
The blessed number.
Means it automatically fails. Right, well I do pass 3 of them.
Very
and
good.
then shrugs. I shrugged 1, so 3 have been slain. There are 2 left.
2 left alive.
So you've got some grenades, I presume? Or are you
I'm
just going to go into glorious combat?
Seraph Kasian will throw a crack grenade.
Sure. No, he won't.
You're not -1 to hit though, right? My BS3 or 2? Anyway,
Librarian. BS3.
Okay, so but Seraph Kasian's not BS2.
He's weapon skill 3.
He's weapon
Sanguinary
skill 2.
priests.
Cool. Well, that's it. It will now be charge.
Proceed to tear me asunder.
Okay.
Did just go straight into it? Okay, we know what we're doing.
So there's only 2 left alive.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
It doesn't really matter which.
Not realistically. I mean, it would be the champion and the banner bearer.
Yeah.
You can't fail the charge.
He'll charge
with them.
Seraph Kasian. Yeah, he goes in. Okay. He advanced, so he cannot. Okay, right. Lots of attacks.
Yes.
Lots of attacks.
In fact,
oh wait,
you
were doing.
It would be the it would be this guy and that one, just in case I survive and can hold the objective.
You weren't doing invulnerable saves, were you? Because remember, I got null zone.
Oh, you did get null zone off. I did. I passed. How many did I pass? How many wounds did you do in the end?
A few.
Okay,
I'm just going to cut you down in
It
combat.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Realistically.
It's
do you want to do Seraph Kasian?
Yeah, I'll do Seraph
'cause
Kasian
he's got
first. 8 attacks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8s. 2s. He hits you that many times.
Nice.
2s. He wounds you that many times.
So
these are at damage 2. 6 wounds, no save.
Okay, so
damage 2.
Onto my shrug.
Okay. That's still failing 2.
Yes, so I basically need to pass at least 3 of these. They're dead.
Seraph Kasian beheads them.
That is me tabled, which is a rarity in 9th edition, we have found.
It is a rarity.
And what that means is as follows. So we've turned off the banner here now.
Yep.
We've not turned off these banners.
Nope.
So what will happen going into my turn 5, so that's that for you. You'll get 3 points, you'll be on 44 points. You guys will see this now via the power of editing.
Yes. I got engage on all fronts again.
Yeah, so you got engage on all fronts for 3 points, as well as thin their ranks, putting you on 15. So you're on 44 points. I will score 2 points for the banners, so putting me on 54, I believe.
Yep.
But then in your turn 5, you can literally stay where you are.
And score 15
And score 15 points, which will put you on 59 points. The fact that you could turn off banners and all of that sort of stuff, as well as getting engaged on all fronts, means that you will win by about 10 points.
Yeah, which is extremely close.
You know what? I'm okay with that. That was a really kick-ass game.
It actually turned out to be a really, really cool, close game. I am very surprised that it lasted as long as it did. I thought that by my turn 3, I might be tabled. Actually.
I didn't have a great. The thing is, I didn't have a great turn 3. The Keeper Secrets bounced. Realistically,
that's what happened. Yeah, it did help. But I mean, you had so many things go right, like with the Bloodthirster coming back. Yeah, so I was like, oh well, this is it.
It was very swings and roundabouts though. I mean, she failed 9 out of 13 invuln saves.
It's true,
but then you failed every invuln save in your characters up to a point.
Yeah,
it was very back and forth.
I had a tough one. It's an interesting one.
It was a good game.
It was a fantastic game. I think if I was to play this game again, I do think the Demons would probably win. So I think I got lucky at a couple of critical moments. Like for example, if I hadn't have gotten the null zone off.
Yeah, getting the null zone off on that turn 2 was massive.
And that's such a swingy thing because you've got the right to deny it. So like, I got it off.
Yeah, it was by sheer fact that you got it off on an 11.
Yeah, it's like for the whole game to hinge on that, and I really needed that.
Yeah, you did.
Like I really needed it to go off. But look, hey, what great game! Really, really fun playing you as always, Chef. I find the Demons extremely frustrating.
I don't. I find them very fun.
I know. I only find them frustrating in the fact that you sometimes feel that there is nothing that you can do to stop the tide. Yeah. But then if you think about it, that is actually quite thematic.
That is very thematic.
It's actually very fluffy.
Yeah.
That it's just that they spread everywhere and you're like, oh, and you sort of, you get hemmed in and you're like, well, can I do anything? Like, no, I fight first. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
What can I do? No. Okay.
That was essentially going to be the plan. So
Yeah.
the reason why I had the unit of Demonettes over here, guys, I was going to move up knowing that there was only the one Incursor unit there and that they had to go over there to deal with the Bloodletters. And I was going to swing round in like a pincer doing banners as I went.
Yep.
But because I was losing so many. It's the Plasma Inceptors were absolutely hammering away at me after the turn. The turn one, they didn't really get a chance to do much because they didn't have the best targets. But the minute that my infantry swings around the corner, they just go, great, this is what we excel at.
It's where they come alive.
Yeah.
For me, man of the match, obviously the Librarian.
Oh, yeah.
Eamon Kalzat. But Seraph Kazian, because...
Putting these guys in Assault Doctrine was crucial.
And he kept bringing back an Inceptor, like he brought back a really damaged unit, ultimately brought it back to full strength. They did then kill themselves. But
was it that unit? Or
it was that unit.
So they have effectively, so some of them have effectively died twice.
He keeps patching them up. I imagine they've got all of these plasma burns and he comes over there and heals
guys, stop it. What have I told you? It's like, but we must. It's like, no, you really don't have to.
Stop overcharging your plasma.
But we must.
Yeah.
So those two, the character support is crucial. It's a shame we didn't get to see the Chaplain do much.
Yeah, that is a shame.
That is a pity, but Iden Bale did basically with a little bit of help, one shot a great and clean one.
I wonder what I would do in future situations with a list like this, whether I might just drop the Chaplain.
The thing is, I think the Chaplain does offer a lot.
He does.
He does.
But I've already got a super smashy guy.
Yeah, you've already
and
got
then
a
I
super
can get a battalion with more CP. I could replace the Chaplain with like an Ancient, get +2 move, or I could...
Yeah, well, the thing is, you know what I would do if I was sort of... I mean, if we were going to really like zhuzh the list up and tweak it and whatnot, I think the Chaplain, whilst he's good, I don't think you need him for the rerolls to hit, because realistically with this kind of army, you've got one big hitter unit, so you're going to put Chapter Master on that when it's time.
Yeah.
You don't realistically need the extra consolidate and charge as flesh, the consolidate and pile in as flesh terrors because you've got the stratagem for it.
Correct.
The 2-inch charge is nice.
The +2-inch charge is nice.
Yeah.
But I could have a banner with a +2-inch move.
You could, which kind of is a very similar thing, as well as helping out your Inceptors to get into position a bit better. However, I think a Lieutenant would have helped out a fair bit.
Yeah,
Rerolling those ones to wound would have helped out, just made it even more reliable.
I've got one problem with that. My Lieutenant is modelled with a Storm Shield.
Yeah.
He can't have a Storm Shield, Chef.
So he has...
I have to give him like a...
It's Artificer
armor, yeah.
Or just, you know... or send it back to Fletcher and then reprimand him for being an idiot, Fletcher.
But I converted the model, so this is my fault.
You'll still find a way to blame Fletcher.
Oh yeah, it is Fletcher's fault, obviously. No, look, I could just have to. It's just a show thing. It's fine.
Yeah.
Because I've got him with a jump pack.
Yeah.
So he's not a Primaris Lieutenant. But look, I agree. I think the Lieutenant is absolutely.
The reroll.
The reroll once to wound does make a difference.
Yeah, it didn't come up a huge amount, but it just would have made it. We wouldn't have gotten to this stage. I don't think.
Even on the plasma, the reroll. That's the thing. It's pretty massive. And the other thing is as well is that if I took the Lieutenant, I would still need to take double patrol though.
Sure. I mean, if
so I won't get the CP back.
Yeah, I just mean if we were going to do like a straight swap type thing.
Yeah.
And you could in theory save CP because you wouldn't have the Benediction of Fury.
You know what? That's actually a really good point.
So you wouldn't be spending that extra relic?
Or even the extra Warlord trait.
Yes.
Unless I gave something specific to the Lieutenant.
Sure, but I don't think there's any...
One for the old memory
You know what,
box.
actually, Rites of War for him would be very good, because then you could go, cool, all of my Inceptors, all of my Sanguinary Guard are Obsect, which is massive.
That would probably be worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, well, especially in this game, because we would have actually been able to finish in turn 4.
Yeah. I will give him, of course, a Relic. I could just give him a Thunderhammer, to be fair. But I could have Teeth of Terror on Seraph Kazian and give him the Critation... Severa.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is...
Just for fun.
Yeah, you've got options for fun. I mean, in terms of sort of zhuzhing it up, in terms of my list, guys, I mean, it was a bit of fun. I just wanted to run 3 big demons, as well as their associated accoutrements.
They're scary. They're terrifying.
I think they're really good. I think it's really fun to see greater demons be put down and your opponent go, oh no.
Yeah, because there was a while... They were just pathetic.
A very long while.
Which was terrible. They should be really good.
I just think it's a little bit sad that you kind of have to put down 3 or 4 greater demons to make demons effective.
Yeah,
which
it doesn't feel... It also feels
hurts.
odd that there are all of these greater demons on the table all working together.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. It looks really cool.
It does look cool.
But it's a funny one. The demons are in a really funny spot.
Yeah,
They're actually
they are.
really competitive, but only with a couple of builds.
Yeah, only with very specific builds. I think Slanesh is definitely the way to go. Big Papa Jabba did okay because he just absorbed firepower, even as slow as he was. He killed a character. Bloodthirster was fine. He just got unlucky with his charge. Hey, it happens. Keeper of Secrets unfortunately bounced. We've seen what those gals can do. There's a reason why people run free.
And that's kind of what I was getting at. That's probably what you do, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but again, it's just, it's
That's
a pity.
cool though. It's full Slanesh army.
It looks
It's cool.
very cool. It's just a shame that that's kind of the route that you have to go. But hey, either way, we played a game. It was good fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very sort of down to the wire, down to the last turn. That's the kind of games that I like.
5-turn nail biter.
Look,
What more do you want?
Well,
I'm talking to you, writing your comment.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me personally. I was
No,
gonna
no.
say,
You just happen to be behind the camera.
I would want the victory, but
You would want the victory. Okay, yes.
But I'll take the loss for a good game. I don't mind. I don't
a
mind.
very good game.
Cool. Very good. Well, unless there's anything to add, Mr. Spider.
No. Thank you. Thank you for the game, Chef.
Thank you for the game.
I hope you guys enjoyed watching.
Yes, thank you bosses at home for watching. If you've not done so already, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we will see you very, very soon for another battle report here at Tabletop Tactics. Say goodbye, Spider.
Goodbye, Spider.
Fusillade.
Plasmalade.
Oh.
It's like marmalade, but with plasma.